DeepSeek OCR changed how we think about document parsing, but it had one fundamental problem. The longer it ran, the slower it got. Every new token it generated meant a bigger KV cache, more memory, more compute. Parse a short document, fine. Try to parse an entire book in one shot, it bogs down completely. That's not a quick, that's a ceiling baked into its architecture. Unlimited OCR from Baidu just blew past that ceiling. This model does something no OCR system has done before. It parses dozens of pages in single forward pass at constant speed with constant memory, not page by page in a loop, one shot start to finish. And it does it by borrowing an idea not from machine learning research but from how humans actually copy text by hand. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. In this video, we are going to install this unlimited OCR from Baidu and we are going to test it out locally. Also, I have recently started this free weekly AI newsletter which you can subscribe at fahadmirza.substack.com. So let's get right into this and I will also tell you all about its architecture. This is my Ubuntu system and I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very good price, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. And our virtual environment is done. Let's install all the prerequisites. Everything is now installed. Now there are two ways you can run it. You can either run it through transformers, which I'm going to do, and I have just put in the Gradio interface on top of their code which they have shared. Other way is that you just serve it through SGLang and then use any OpenAI compatible API endpoint. If you're using it in production, I would highly recommend going SGLang way. The instructions are similar, which I already have covered on the channel. So let me now launch this app.py which I just showed you. This is going to download the model first. And the model is being downloaded. The model is now running locally on our system, and let's open it in the browser. Before that, let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption. So just consume under 7 gig of VRAM. I think pretty economical. Let's test it out in the browser. And the Gradio GUI is running. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to feed it the same research paper which they have published, the very PDF that describes how it works. If it can accurately parse complex academic formatting, equations, tables, and multi-column layouts in one shot, that tells us everything we need to know. And you can see that this paper has got everything which I have described. It's a long horizon task. Let me now give this model this OCR and then we will go from there. I believe I already have it on my local system. Here I'm just going to upload it. So this is a PDF file which has been uploaded. I will keep this prompt document parsing. I will click on start. Let's wait for it to come back and we will check out. And you can see that it has already started. The speed looks pretty good. Let's check the VRAM consumption. So while working, just 8.5 gig of VRAM, not bad at all. So you can easily use it on any commodity GPU. And you can easily see that it is parsing all 14 pages in one shot, streaming output in real time, and it's already passed the abstract and into the table of content and beyond. By the way, these det tags are bounding box coordinates. Each one is structured as det, title, x1, y1, x2, y2, and content. So it's not just reading text, it's also detecting the position and type of every element on the page. That's the detection and recognition happening simultaneously in a single end-to-end pass. While it works through it, let me take you to its architecture just in a very simple words to see what exactly is happening here. The model has two main pieces working together. The first is deep encoder. inherited from DeepSeek OCR, which compresses a full 1024 by 1024 page image down to just 256 tokens. That is a 16 times compression, which means the visual representation of even dozens of pages stays manageable. Those visual tokens get encoded once and then sit completely still for the entire parsing process. They never change, which is really good thing. And then comes the second piece where Unlimited OCR departs from its baseline entirely. DeepSeek OCR used standard attention in its decoder, meaning every new token it generated had to attend back to every previous token ever produced. The KV cache, the memory structure that stores all those past tokens, kept growing without any upper bound. Unlimited OCR replaces this with something called as RSWA, or reference sliding window attention. The idea is very simple. When generating each new character, the model looks at two things only: the full image context, which is always fully visible, and just the last 128 tokens it generated, not the entire history, just the recent window. Everything older than that gets evicted from memory like a queue. The result is that memory usage and compute per token stop growing entirely. You can generate 100,000 tokens, and the memory footprint is identical to generating token number one, as you just saw in that uh, NV-top output. It is still very, very manageable while it trundles through here. That is the whole idea. Now, this is what is making one shot book length parsing not just theoretically possible but practically fast. Also, if you check out its benchmarking on OmniDoc Bench, it actually runs faster than DeepSeek OCR by nearly 13% on standard document, and the gap widens dramatically as documents get longer. So it's already at page number 5, going through all the tables and charts and diagrams. So I will let it finish and then we will check out the whole output. But so far I can quickly tell you that it is doing wonderfully well. So if I just quickly show you, maybe we'll just quickly go to that page number 5. So this is 6 and this is 5. Look at this. So title, text, and then it is going down here. Deep encoder, this is the one. It is at the last paragraph and you can check that it is going pretty well. I don't see any mistake. Now page 6, all the coordinates and everything it has started from this is reversed. So it should be interesting to see how exactly it does that equation sort of things. So I will let it run so that you can also check. I know that video is getting a bit longer, but I think this is important to not only understand what it is doing but how it is doing, and then we all check it out together without any editing, just raw as how it trundles through it. At least I want to show you this equation. There you go. Now the equation comes and looks pretty good, as you can see. Pretty late, all the LaTeX format is there. And quickly, very, very high level bird eye view, I think looks pretty good to me. But also share your thoughts in the comments. I think that looks pretty good. I will let it finish and then we will move on to the next test. And now it is doing the last page. And it's all done. As you can see, close to 41,000 characters, 14 pages, and it just took few minutes to get it done, and more importantly, very accurate. Now let's test out the handwritten one. So I'm just going to give it this handwritten letter to the editor, where it is just giving us the coordinates. And if you look at the speed and the accuracy, what do you think? I think there are few mistakes. Look at this. Instead of red, it says fed, and maybe there are few others, but overall, it's not bad. Like count Marco perfectly well. Many models miss that C. but it was able to do that. And R is not that hard. I'm surprised that it couldn't do it. Can we try again? Let's wait. Let's see what it does. Still fed. But I think, and if not perfect, close to really, really good output in my opinion. Most of it has got right. Okay, now I'm not sure if it is multilingual or not. The paper doesn't say it, neither the model card, but as it is based on DeepSeek OCR, which is quite good at multilinguality, let me try to give it a multilingual image. So this is the image in various languages: Arabic, many European, Southeast Asian languages, Hindi, Urdu, and lot of other stuff. So I'm just going to give the model this image, which I already have uploaded. Let's see if it is able to do that. And it says language detection. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Wow, so far so good. Seems like it is multilingual. I will let it finish. We will try to compare then. And the model is finished. Let me show you the results. So these are the languages which it has done. I'm just going to scroll down a bit. So just check out your language here. And then on the right hand side, this is output. Some of them I think it missed doing, but most of them it has at least tried. Some of them are correct. And then at the end, this is end, and here it says 30 languages, no labels, OCR plus detection test. So pretty good. So look, I think Baidu has done wonderfully well, and more importantly, they have open sourced it. You can go and from Hugging Face download it and have fun. So license is very liberal. MIT, let me know in the comments what do you think. If you want to help out the channel, please become a member and follow me on X for any AI updates. Thank you for all the support.